meeting, so and then I can share the link for them to see what we were talking about.
Okay, perfect. Okay. Thank you very much. Thanks, Alcida. If you say so, I am happy. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Violet Matumba. I'm in South Africa, currently in South Africa. The purpose of this meeting, I see some familiar faces. Wow, hi, Anna.
Hey,
so,
Violet.
I just quickly wanted to give you the purpose of the meeting, why we requested this meeting. The purpose of this meeting, it was just for us, me and Alcidia. I think a lot of you already know Alcidia. Hi, Sheila, nice to see you. Okay, so if you don't understand me, please, I think Alcidia, you can please just chip in anytime. Okay, it's the introduction of who we are. Hi, Anissa.
Hello, how are you?
Hello. Okay, and you know, just to introduce ourselves and just to share why the change. Okay. Now, if you are aware that I know that you were part of Busisiwe and she was your zone manager and also doing parts of South Africa. Now, there's a new region that has been formed within Avon. It is called SADC-SACU. So it's all the African countries that have been built together to have one common domain in one aspect where we are all speaking the same language, that is Africa. And the countries that are involved in this region, we call it a series. You will see that some of the reports will say series, but it's a region series, but it's all about SADC-SACU. And it's all the countries that are in this region. It's Mozambique, Zimbabwe, Zambia, Lesotho, Swaziland, Botswana, and Malawi. Not so long. Tanzania will also be joining us not so long. Zambia is part of this region. So we started now in 2022 for Avon to grow the Africa continent and make it bigger. And there was a need for it. And I know that we only started late, but there is a need for it. And that's why we started now in 2022. Now you've been taken out of zone 195, if I'm not mistaken, and created a new zone that is called 230. So your new zone number is 230, but the whole division, it's called SADC division. And the number for our division, it's number 400. And the region name is Ceres. So the main purpose why we are doing this is just to have focus on the African countries, like I said. Maybe if I can share quickly about who I am. Violet, I've been with Avon since 2007, permanent with Avon. Prior, I was a representative and a business owner. And from 1991, because my account number is 1357979. So those are one of the oldest accounts. But I started working permanent with Avon in 2007, and I was a full-time trainer. I was a training partner for Avon. So I started as a field trainer. And before Avon, I was working for the TransUnion ITC, the credit bureau in South Africa, where I was the CSI, consumer specialist, where I was dealing with the consumers. Sorry, guys, the weather has just changed and very windy. So that is me. So coming from the corporate side, coming into the Avon world, where I was now a trainer. Then in 2010, I moved over to becoming a divisional manager for a region in South Africa that is the north part of SA. That is Limpopo and Zimbabwe and all the other outskirts of the northern of South Africa. I was a divisional manager there, and in 2015 I was promoted to be a senior divisional manager, where I was now advancing all like working with the new MAs. We used to call MAs, where I would motivate them and train them to be where they're supposed to be. Then this year, I moved over to becoming a senior divisional / regional manager for the series SACU SADC region that has been opened. So in a nutshell, that is me. So we do have ISAs that are under you. We've got independent sales agents. They are totally different to the area sales managers, because if you can remember, area sales managers are fully permanently employed, but with the independent sales agents, they are independently working with Avon. So we recruited everyone, those countries that I've just mentioned. We've got different independent sales agents. Like in Zimbabwe, we've got 3 ISAs that were appointed. They are doing different, because as you know, it depends with the country, how big the country is, then it gets given all those ISAs. We've got 3 ISAs. Those are the biggest that we have in our region. So we've got 3 ISAs in Zimbabwe. So those are the ISAs. Now we appointed Alcidia Tatiana into the new role, and she started the 1st of January as an ISA for Mozambique. So she will tell you about herself, where she comes from, what within Avon as a business owner, where was she, and how linked is she with your business, and currently where she comes from, because I know that you might not know her. She was not part of you, but she'll explain all that information. Who was she under, and all the people that was mentoring her. So she'll share that information with us. Over to you, Alcidia. If there's no questions for me about myself, I will hand over to Alcidia. But if there's any question that you want clarity from what I've just shared about who Violet is, I'm ready to share that information with you. Any questions for me?
Thank you, Violet. Thank you for your presentation.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Over to you, Alcidia.
Okay, so am I speaking Portuguese? Am I speaking English? Maybe in English for you to understand. I don't know. What do you think?
You can speak in Portuguese.
Okay.
I'm fine. That's when it shows that I have to learn Portuguese. You can speak in Portuguese. I'm ready.
Ok, that's fine. Boa tarde a todos. Mais uma vez a todas, né? Não sei se são todos, se tem alguém, se tem algum homem aqui. Eu chamo Alcidia Tatiana de Souza Milito Matus. Ok, Alcidia Matus, né? É o nome que podem colocar lá nos... Vão passar a colocar, ou algumas já passaram a colocar nos documentos de promoções. Eu estou na Avon, ou juntei-me à Avon há sensivelmente 10 anos, vou completar 10 anos em março. E juntei-me à Avon quando eu fui fazer o mestrado em Durban. Então, eu registrei-me em Durban. Provavelmente muitas de vocês não me conhecem porque eu não faço parte da maior árvore que existe em Moçambique, né? O distrito onde eu estava afeta é o distrito 28. E pronto, comecei primeiro como uma consultora, normalmente. Depois, quando eu descobri que podia registrar pessoas, comecei a registrar pessoas e tornei-me business owner, né? E vinha conduzindo o meu negócio até dezembro, que me foi feita essa proposta para me tornar ISA, né? ISA para aqui a região de Moçambique. Eu já estava a caminho para saltar mesmo, já tinha como target para este mês de janeiro saltar já para o executive. Eu estava a fazer o trabalho nesse sentido, mas pronto, achei que o foco, né, o foco de ajudar as outras pessoas, as mulheres a fazerem dinheiro através da beleza, não se perdia tanto, e achei que era algo que me poderia ser interessante em termos de habilidades e oportunidade, né? Então, foi assim que eu vim parar aqui. Resumindo, estou na Avon há 10 anos, sou registrada, estava antes afeta ao Distrito 28, estava com a SAM, a minha líder direta chama-se uma Dave Pila, e agora sou a Issa, né, daqui de Moçambique, e o meu desejo é que eu possa ser, de fato, útil para todas. Eu gostaria de ser acessível e que, claro, pudesse ajudá-las a poder alcançar os vossos objetivos, né? Como isso, o meu foco é ajudar as top leaders, o meu foco é ajudar as coordenadoras das top leaders, ajudar as candidatas para que todas possam chegar ao nível de executivo, né? O que nós queremos é que a gente possa expandir, é que a gente possa registrar mais pessoas e levar a beleza para mais pessoas e, por consequência, levar também dinheiro na mesa para mais pessoas. Então, de forma resumida é isto. Talvez só no cômputo pessoal dizer que eu sou casada, tenho 2 filhas. Em termos de formação, sou formada em tecnologia e sistemas de informação, sou informática e também tenho uma pós-graduação em gestão de negócios. Então, basicamente é isto o resumo. Não sei se tem alguma questão também para mim, antes de eu devolver para a minha boss, né, a Violet. Não sei se tem alguma pergunta acerca de mim, acerca do que eu falei aqui, sobre o meu percurso na Avon, sobre o que eu sou, o que eu faço.
Okay. I wish I could hear what she just said, but I'm happy. And that is Alcidia Tatiana. Okay, thanks very much, Tatiana, for sharing that information. Now, I know that there has been a lot of queries that you've been having with your deliveries, and I must tell you that they are working on making sure that they are resolving all the queries. And Moira, nice to see you are also in the group, and they are looking into all the queries that you are sending in, and we will definitely give you feedback as it comes. And yes, just to make you aware that yes, problems will be there, and those are problems that we didn't know of. And when we started, those are things that we had to. And thanks to Anissa, I must say thank you very much, Anissa, for welcoming me, because that's the first person that I had to speak to get the ins and outs of Team Mozambique. And I hope we will be working very close and you know, having a very flexible and working together team going forward. And if I may tell you that I thought that Tatiana was going to add in some of the business owners that we have identified, that we have picked up from the report, but I think she has done so, and you will see that she'll be adding some of the top business owners from the other, you know, from the list that we have. So it will grow by time. And like I said, that she only got some of the reports not so long. So it's what we are trying to work on. And I hope and I know that we will definitely work very well with each other. I don't want to touch anyone's toes and where we end up with confusion. If you are not sure about anything, I'm a very open-minded person. I'm available anytime, 24/7. I'm available, and I believe that communication is the best key that can fix the problems that we might have. So I'm definitely relying on you, and I want us to be transparent and work as much as we can. So if I may ask, if there's any questions that you might have, or anything that you needed some clarity on, the floor is yours. But I believe at this group, it will grow by time. It will, you'll see, it will grow bigger and bigger, and we'll definitely have more trainings. Thanks, Anna, for saying that you need some of the trainings to be shared. We will definitely do that. And I think, Tatiana, I'm happy that, you know, then she takes them and convert it into the Portuguese language so that you all understand. So trainings will be available, but please, if there's anything, please shout. I'm available, and I'm available, I must say.
Yes.
Hi, Violet, it's Anna again.
Hi, Anna.
Maybe Alcidia could explain also again in Portuguese, if you don't mind, Well, she explained that now she is the new ISA for Mozambique, correct? But maybe she could explain a little bit in detail what will be her role, how can she help? Because I think that, well, you know, and you well explained that we come from Vusisiwe, so we were used to some kind of help that she gave us, some things that she did. So maybe Alcidia could explain a little bit. Well, I already know because we had a conversation, but for the others that didn't more.
Okay.
Maybe if you can clarify it, and thanks very much for that, Anna. But for the request, if you can see, she's still using her Gmail address. Her Avon, she's got an Avon email address already, and she's waiting for her laptop to be sent to her. They are just working on her laptop. It will be sent to her in a very new, I think by next week she'll be having it. But if you want to request, okay, her duties is that if you can remember what was sent to some of you when this position was advertised to you, that letter that Julian and Tulisile sent to you, the duties are primarily that she will be recruiting, still growing her generation 1. But the people that she recruited before, that team has been taken away from her. So she doesn't have her old team. So she has an area getting any commission from it. And again, she will be like working very close with you. She'll be like your you know, a talk to person. So if you want to send in your area codes, the queries that you have, you can send it to her, and she will now start sending straight, because for now, she cannot send the area code request with a private email. So we're just waiting. That's why you're still sending your area codes to me. Then I send it to head office. But immediately when her email comes in, she will be assisting you with that. Any geocodings, if there are any that needs to be actioned, she will be doing that. Any splits, deletion of orders and all that, you'll send it to her. Like, let's say it's end of campaign, where you used to send in a list of proof of payments that were done. You send it to her, and she will liaise with me. We'll be working very close with her to assist her in making sure that we grow Mozambique. And in future, if Mozambique grows to where we want it, we might have the second or the third ISA, like what we just have in Zimbabwe. So it's all about her being part of you, work very close with you to make sure that you grow your team and you work very flexible.
So, conseguem ouvir? Hello?
Or is it me?
I think, no, you're not.
Oh,
I think
okay.
so.
Oh, there she's back.
Yeah.
Okay, Tatiana?
Okay, talvez só para explicar. Okay, let me just try to explain in Portuguese for the people who doesn't understand, so they can go out from this meeting knowing what is my role job. Só para explicar, mesmo na nossa língua, basicamente as minhas tarefas baseiam-se em dar suporte, né, a todas as pessoas que estão na Avon, né, especificamente falando das líderes, né, tanto para as top leaders, tanto para as líderes que ainda não estão no nível executivo, e quanto para aquelas que queiram ser promovidas. Em termos de treinamentos, em termos de suporte naquilo que é fecho da nossa campanha, né? Geralmente no fecho da campanha nós temos que mandar os comprovativos, né, de pagamentos para que possam ser cobradas, né? Possamos ter as nossas encomendas no estado invoiced. Tem também como role, quer dizer que não sabia que também era um role primário, mas tem também como um dos roles o recrutamento, mas não é a tarefa principal, tanto que parte das pessoas que eu vou recrutar posso ir distribuindo por aquelas pessoas que também estão a ter um bom desempenho, porque a maneira que eu vou recrutar não é a mesma maneira que vocês recrutam, porque não tenho nenhum benefício direto. E essas pessoas que são recrutadas por mim nessa suposta primeira geração, visto que neste momento já não tenho nenhuma primeira geração, porque foi para a minha líder máxima, essas pessoas ficam, se eventualmente amanhã eu não seja mais a ISA de Moçambique, então elas ficam como Generation 1 da próxima ISA, ou seja, são pessoas que são patrimônio do distrito 230, né? Então basicamente é isso. A minha tarefa é vos dar suporte, a minha tarefa é resolver problemas e levar para a VON aquilo que são as nossas dores. Não vou dizer vossas dores, digo nossas, porque eu vou ouvir qual é a vossa sensibilidade. Tenho parte de muitas sensibilidades pela experiência que eu também já tenho, porque estava também há bem pouco tempo deste lado, para que a gente possa chegar para que a gente possa chegar alto. E por coincidência do destino, né, tenho muito conhecimento sobre marketing digital, então eu acho que isso vai ser uma mais-valia, poder transmitir o meu conhecimento para que a gente possa crescer um pouco mais rápido e, claro, possamos ter melhores benefícios sobre o nosso negócio.
Thanks again. I think she mentioned that she'll be supporting and motivating the whole team so that it grows and be bigger than what it is. And with her help and me being there also assisting her to make sure that all the help that it's needed, she gets it. So it's all about the collaboration between me, her, and you guys working together to make Mozambique to be bigger and better at the end.
I have a question, Violet. It's Anna again.
Okay,
Anna. So she said that she will still recruit, and she didn't know that was a primer role that she had, but now she has been informed. And she mentioned something about she can pass her recruits to leaders that she thinks that are having a good performance. My question is if this is made with other research, because we didn't know this. This is new information for me, and if she can do that.
Plus minus in 3 months, she recruits 50 people, okay? That will be her generation 1. Remember, she will be promoting them. Some will be promoting them. And that is a job of any other, what you call, even the ASM, that they have to recruit their first generation and grow their first generation so that they can move them down, because it's all about recruiting and making sure that they promote them. Now, what she will be doing, let's say now she's got 50 and it's too much, she can then move them from her generation 1 and give them up to let's say, to Anna. Let's say Anna, she brings in additions and activate those people. Let's say, there'll be a criteria that we will sit down with you guys and say, this is an incentive. And she won't be giving out people that won't be working. She'll be giving out people that are working, that are in her first generation. Because remember, she has to grow also her first generation, because we need to see that she can do the job by recruiting, because it's pointless to say that she's an ISA while she's also not recruiting. So it's all about her also growing her generation and also making sure that it's all about growing wide and growing down, so that she promotes them. And if it's working, because now she'll be working with these people and there'll be a well-oiled machine, she'll be training them and training everyone in the zone. Then she can come back to you and say, guys, these are the people that we have. How about we move them in? And this is what I'm going to incentivize and say, whoever does X, Y, Z, then they will get 5 of the people that I have.
Okay, so what you're saying is, for example, if her in her first generation, she notices that someone is someone is a potential leader or someone is a potential, she will have to allocate that person in one of us
Yes.
business owners, because
Yes.
she herself cannot grow first generation to a leader.
Yes.
So if she noticed that person has potential, then she will have to allocate that person to one of the business owners
Yes.
that she represents.
And she will not give it to anyone, Anna, because let's say now it's Violet. There's Violet, she's not doing anything. She cannot take that potential and give it to someone that is not working. So it's all about that collaboration where you speak to each other and say, this is what can be done. So it's all about that collaboration, and we see how far is she recruiting, because it starts with her before we can take it down to you. So it's all about the collabo that will be working.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks, team. And I hope we'll have a bigger meeting where we have more time, but I have to join another meeting now at 5. But thanks very much for availing yourself. It was just an intro, a quick intro of who we are, who she is, and where to from here. And I'm so excited to see more people joining us. But the next meeting, where we will be having training, talking about who we are, you explaining to me and to her and telling us who you are, what level are you, what do you want, what are your expectations about Violet, what are your expectations from Elcidia. So it will be a very good collaboration, the next meeting, and it will be soon. Trust me on that one. We will definitely do that one very soon. So most unfortunately, I couldn't say, because I thought that we'll do it at 10 o'clock, but I knew that you requested 4:30. So it was out of my control. So I had to move my 5 o'clock meeting. That's why I have to rush to the next
Violet,
meeting.
can I only ask if we all get our cameras to take a print screen of this first meeting?
Very
good. Come
Violet,
on, ladies.
Violet,
Put the
I don't
camera
know
on.
if you
Let's record this meeting.
Can I suggest something?
Yes, I want to suggest something else.
Yeah,
Also.
next meetings needs to be after 6:30 or between 6:30, because most of us, we are walking. Sometimes we are
I'm just wrapping
driving.
up with Mozambique. I'll be with you now. I'm wrapping up with Mozambique. I'll be with you now. Perfect.
Okay, let's take the picture, ladies.
Okay.
Violet, did you hear?
Taking a picture? Oh, there's Mora. Hey, now I know the faces.
I will do the print screen. I will do the print screen as soon as everybody's in. Meninas, vamos ligar a câmera para tirarmos só uma foto desta primeira reunião nossa. Vamos lá. Liguem a câmera para tirarmos rapidamente.
Anissa?
Yes.
See?
She was asking something.
Ok, vou tirar.
Okay.
Yes, I said I also have a suggestion. I have my team, so they are not here because they don't understand English. So the next time, I think it will be better to have someone to translate, because in Mozambique, most of us we speak Portuguese and not English.
So
I agree with you.
And next time I'll be knowing Portuguese like never before. So Lenge, you will teach me how to speak Portuguese. So
Vamos,
definitely
meninas,
we'll
sorriam.
do
Sorriam,
that.
sorriam. 1, 2, 3.
All 5.
Okay, I did one.
Nice one.
And Violet, next time, please do the meeting at the end of the day, please. Because
what time? What time is the best time for you?
I think for us, all of us, is at 6 p.m.
I'm happy with that. 24/7, I'm available.
Thank you so much, Violet. Thank you.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, pessoal. Então, ficamos assim. Temos um encontro agora, uma outra reunião. Então, não vão ser todas as reuniões em inglês, claro. Vão ser algumas. Depois vamos marcar algumas nossas, mediante a nossa necessidade, de tempos em tempos, né? Para fazermos um balanço, para tirarmos ideias, trocarmos ideias. e depois nós vamos avançando. Então, as top leaders depois vão partilhar um pouco, né, daquilo que é os procedimentos que nós estamos a tentar criar para organizar as coisas, para conseguirmos ser mais rápidas, né, nos processos de trabalho, né. Então, vai ser pouco a pouco. Eu vou precisar da vossa ajuda para crescer, né, para que eu possa ser útil o suficiente. Eu preciso do vosso feedback, preciso do vosso apoio, porque não tem como eu dar o meu melhor sem poder vos agradar, né. Então, preciso do vosso apoio. Por favor, sintam toda a abertura para dizer o que não estiver bem. Olha, Elcide, eu acho que podemos mudar isto eu acho que não está muito bem. Olha, totalmente aberta para aprender, eu gosto muito de aprender. E naquilo que eu puder ser útil, olha, contem comigo a 500%, tá bem?
Obrigada, Elcide. Obrigada. Boa sorte aí no teu papel.
Thank you. Então, eu vou reforçar com a Violeta a questão da hora, né? Então, os nossos próximos encontros vão ser mesmo 18 horas para garantir que todo mundo consiga entrar.
Boa.
Ok.
Tá bem?
Okay. Obrigada, vai.
Um beijo. Tchau, tchau. Vou
tchau. Vou mandar a foto.
Tá bem.
Tchau.